What's going on, guys? I am finally back. I took a well-needed break, but I'm back again. And we started today off with a really nice play. We caught calls pretty much the entire run-up that we had this morning in the Discord and the Twitter. Both were alerted. So we'll just dive right into this. So I'm going to break down this chart here for you guys real quick. So what I have on here is the 5 and 8 EMAs here on this 15-minute chart. And on this chart, I have the 9 and 21, and this is the 5-minute, also VWAP. So these are pretty much the only three indicators that I use throughout my trading day. And then I'll pair these with supply and demand and, price action. So I'm going to break down the price action this morning, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why we took calls. So right off the bat, I was watching this 363 level that we had created yesterday. You can see it was some big resistance right here. We got a massive rejection off of that. So we had some big sellers sitting up here, and then when we finally broke over, we used it as support a few times here before finally breaking below again. So I knew this 363 level, also being a whole number, was pretty strong. So this was my kind of line in the sand. Above 363 I was bullish, below I was bearish. So I'm going to break down this price action for you guys real quick. So we have this downtrend that we have marked right here, right? And right off the open, we get a nice little drop, and it closes below VWAP, but gets bought right back up right off that 363 level. So immediately I'm more interested in long here at this point than I am short, because buyers were able to bring it right back up and sellers were unable to hold it below VWAP, right? That's pretty huge. Obviously getting a lot of rejections here on this trend line resistance, and then we get a big break above, which then wicks right back down. But there's one thing that I want you guys to notice about this wick down and then the next few candles that follow. This is actually pretty bullish in my opinion, right? So we put in a low right here. This was our low a day. After a rejection this big, right? This was a dollar rejection. Normally you expect to see some good downside momentum, which we then saw through this candle, which dropped another dollar after. But again, this is the second candle that closed below VWAP, right? And still the next candle gets bought right back up. And so that's one thing I want you guys to notice. And another thing I want you guys to notice is that this is a higher low, right? This was your low. Here's a higher low. Here's another higher low. And here is your fourth higher low, right? So we are getting rejections, right? And this is a huge rejection. Absolutely. But you have to take into account where are these lows being put in, right? If you made a lower low here, then yes, I would most definitely have taken puts and I would not have taken calls at all. But for higher lows, definitely tells me that this is buyer's area for sure in this region, right? Another thing I want to notice is that the 15-minute here is above EMAs the entire time and never closes below EMAs, not once. All right, so that's another thing to notice. So this candle gets above, closes right here, and this is exactly where we took our calls at 10:20 a.m. I alerted the 370 calls for the 30th, so we took a few days out. But essentially, it was really a simple trade. This was our entry on the break of the downtrend, and we just rode EMAs, 15-minute EMAs all day. It couldn't have been cleaner price action, honestly, guys. We were pretty much up, right? Consolidation, another pump, consolidation, pump, retest, and then a little bit of consolidation throughout lunch, and then another pump to end the day off. Right, this could not have been any cleaner. Right, this was the absolute perfect day, and we did not sell these until I believe right around here is when I sold them, pretty much right at this high, at 12:20. So actually right here, right around here is where I sold them. So we rode them to 369, and then it continued up. But yeah, it was a perfect trade, perfect day, and couldn't have been any better. But yeah, keeping it really simple. You guys will notice if you keep up with my trade recaps and are going to watch them, you guys will notice that pretty much every trade that I take, I try to keep things very, very simple so I can explain it to you guys and explain it to my Discord and live voice fairly easily, right? This is all stuff that's beginner stuff. Everybody should be able to understand this, but this is just proof that you don't need a super complicated or an overcomplicated strategy with tons of different parameters. This is really simple, right? This is just price action. I have 2 EMAs and I have VWAP. It does not get any simpler than this. All right. That was today's trade recap, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.